This is a fairly simple tutorial, and we're going to go ahead and go over how to pull Craigslist for sell by owner and for rent leads and put them on a spreadsheet. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to craigslist.org. Once you're here, you're going to scroll down to Tennessee, click on the Nashville tab, and to start off we're going to do for sell by owner. Now we're going to give you a link that you can go ahead and pull up this active Google Doc sheet, and at the bottom you're going to see a lot of tabs here. The only tabs you're going to need to be interested in is the for sale by owner and the for rent tab. Let's go ahead and start with for sale by owner. So you would click on that, and again you can see that there's a lot of tabs down at the bottom for different pages. So make sure for sale by owner is selected, and you're going to see this is previous data entry. There are a couple of things that aren't done correctly from the last virtual assistant, which is why they are no longer working with us. So we're going to go ahead and do this a little bit differently this time. I'm going to go ahead and hide these so you won't have to leave and look at that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead, you would open this link up, you would have this ready to go, and you can see here that it goes all the way through the dates ending at 7/14, so it hasn't been done in a while. It is September 30th right now, so it hasn't been done in quite some time. So we need to catch up on that. So what we're going to do is the first thing you want to do is under the Nashville page is you want to go to real estate for sale, and once you're in real estate for sale, you're going to put 500 for the minimum price, 200,000 for the maximum price. Leave bedrooms open, and for any housing type you want to select house. That's all that you need to do right here. So you can see 500 to 200,000, leave that open and select house. The next thing you want to do is make sure you select buy owner. We do not want any of buy broker, so we do not want both selected. So you'd go ahead and select buy owner, and then you want to select search, and you can see here that there are going to be a lot of listings. So with this, I mean, it goes September 25th. Probably we're going to start you as far back as it goes. If it doesn't go back to 7/14, we want everything that's possibly on there. So let's just go ahead and start with an example. Now that you've done that, you've put your search criteria in, you click search, and let's just say that you were going to start on the 16th. You were done with the 15th the day before, and now you're on the 16th. So what you're going to do is click on this link, and then from here you're going to see the address of it, you're going to see the price, the bedrooms, 3BR is bedrooms, the square footage, and you're going to see a contact number. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your sheet, and you would probably have that pulled down so that you can see it a little bit easier, or if you have two screens, that's even better, of course. So from this right here, you will see the date that the ad was posted, and from here you know that the date the ad was posted is going to be right up here, so you're going to put 9/16, so it would be 9/16/13. Now there are probably going to be about 10 to 15 homes throughout each day, so instead of having to do that each time, just go ahead and when you're done with that date, just copy and paste. You know, do it for once, copy and paste that. And for source, you're always going to do Craigslist for sale by owner if it's a for sale by owner. So with that, you're going to copy and paste as well. You can disregard the date of initial call, and so let's go ahead and hide that. And for their price, you want to see how much they're asking. This one would be $114,900. So you do it just like this. You put the $sign, 114,000, comma 900. If they have a name on here, you're going to put the person's name, and this doesn't have a name. So if it doesn't have a name, you leave that blank. It has to have a phone number. You're going to see here with the last virtual assistant, they put some that doesn't have a phone number. I don't need that. If I can't get a hold of the person who's selling the house, it's no good to me. I don't respond by email with these, not as of right now. Maybe in the future we will, but just for right now, it's just too time intensive. So if it doesn't have a phone number, just go ahead and skip it. So the first thing I would do with each one is just look, does it have a phone number? If it doesn't have a phone number, we go next. So then we would go back. And let's just say we're going to the next. Scroll to the bottom. And 16. So let's see what we have here. So if the very first thing that we were looking for is a phone number, we know it has a phone number, so this one can be a good one. And whenever it says things like Hickman County, you want to make sure to put Hickman County in the address. So where it says address, you want to put anything that it could possibly have to do with an address. So if it has a street address, fantastic. If it just has Hickman County, put Hickman County. Anytime it says county, you want to make sure to put that in there. That lets me know what county that it's in. And this right here, even if you see like Villes or Hohenwald, Lewis, just go ahead and copy that. Location, this is always a big one. For location, you would pick Hickman County. I want to know where that house is at. So when I'm talking to that seller, I'm going to know where the house is located. You're also going to see that it says square feet. That's SQ-feet. So square feet, total beds, total baths. That's the only things you need to put from here on. So you can see square footage right there, 4 bedrooms, and if you're reading in here, it may say how many baths. I don't think that one does, but so 4 bedrooms. So then you would just leave baths empty. I mean, if it doesn't have either one of those, no big deal. The only thing we need is a phone number. The essentials, what it must have is a phone number and an address, some sort, whether it be Hickman County, just some generality of it, of where it's located. We need that. And let's try one more just to see what we have here. So you can see Gallatin, Tennessee. That would be an area. And location, Gallatin. And yeah, so there we go. You can also see here it says 161 Putters Point Drive. That would be an address. Anywhere you see that has a street address, go ahead and put that on the spreadsheet. So you'd go ahead and put that right there. And another thing that the last virtual assistant did, which I had clearly told them not to do, is to put the little dashes in there. Do not do that. I want to make sure that you put, if there's any number like that 731 right there, I would want it to be 731-412-8605. So you would not put any dashes there. The reason you're going to do that is because at the end of each day, you know, with Craigslist, people are going to put listings. You know, they may put this same house 2 days from now, they may repost it. Well, I don't want to call that person twice. And so the way that we're going to avoid that is if they put a phone number on there, like 615-480-5770, what you're going to do here is you're going to leave out the dashes, and then you simply go to the sort. You go to the column right here, make sure it's over the column with the phone number, and click that little arrow, sort sheet A to Z. And it's not going to do it correctly because the last assistant didn't do it properly. It has to be just like that. If it's 615, no dashes in between them. So that way when you're sorting, what you can do is you can say, okay, if today was the 15th and let's say the 22nd, that same number was up and it ends up being duplicates, the same one, then I would just simply click that row and delete row. So then that way I'm not calling duplicates. If it's not done correctly and I have to tell you how to do that more than a few times, the job won't work out and then I will rehire it. So just so you know that. So going on to for rent, you would just click the for rent tab. It's basically the same setup here. And for this, you would go to Nashville again. You would go to apartments and housing. And the only difference is with this, all that you want to do is go to any housing type, select house. We're not interested in anything else but a house. And then click search. And from there, you're going to see that there are a lot of houses that come up. You're going to do the same exact thing that we did with houses for sell by owners. You're going to do with this. So you can see here it's going to be the date that it was posted. Craigslist for rent is going to be put right there for the source because it's a for rent. How much are they asking for rent? You can see that's right there. How many bedrooms is it? If their name is on the listing, you put that. If their phone number isn't on there, we don't want it because again, If we don't have a phone number, there's nobody, we don't respond by email. So no phone numbers equals next. Don't put them on there. It's just a waste of time. And then you put address, square footage, beds, baths, and your build if it says that. Other than that, that's all that you have to do. And if you do that each day, we're going to have a good working relationship. And if you're not able to do this simple task, then I will have to find someone else. I am very serious about getting this job done correctly. At least within the first week, have you up and going, moving forward to where I don't have to sit and watch over you, because this is a really easy task. And if you do this great, then we will have probably other tasks for you in the future. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, just let me know.